Avoid over-citation in Chapter 2 of a thesis. Balancing original analysis with cited content. Chapter 2 of a thesis, known as the literature review, is critical for establishing the theoretical framework, discussing related studies, and highlighting gaps in existing research. A well-written literature review synthesizes previous research while presenting the researcher's own analysis and insights. However, one common pitfall in this chapter is over-citation, the excessive use of references without sufficient original analysis. Over-citation can obscure the researcher's voice, making the review appear as a mere summary rather than a critical evaluation. This section explains how to avoid over-citation by maintaining a proper balance between referencing existing literature and providing original insights. It outlines the importance of avoiding over-citation, identifies its common causes, and offers strategies for integrating citations meaningfully, while ensuring that the researcher's analysis remains central. Interest. Understanding over-citation. What is over-citation? Over-citation occurs when a writer relies too heavily on referencing other works without providing enough original commentary, critique, or synthesis. While citations are essential for supporting claims, excessive referencing can make the literature review read like a list of summaries rather than a coherent argument leading to the current research. B. Why over-citation is a problem. Dilutes original voice. The researcher's analysis becomes overshadowed by others' work. Reduces critical insight. The review lacks critical evaluation and synthesis. Confuses readers. The literature review becomes fragmented, making it difficult for readers to follow the research narrative. Suggests lack of understanding. Over-citation may imply that the researcher cannot interpret or analyze the material independently. Causes of over-citation. Insecurity about one's analysis. Some researchers may over-cite because they feel that their own ideas are less credible than established research. However, a strong literature review requires the researcher to confidently interpret and critique sources. B. Misunderstanding the purpose of the literature review. The goal of the literature review is not just to present what others have said, but to demonstrate how existing research relates to the current study. Over-citation occurs when researchers believe that listing multiple sources automatically strengthens their work without integrating these sources meaningfully. Overcompensation. For plagiarism concerns. In an attempt to avoid plagiarism, some researchers may cite excessively. While proper citation is essential, simply adding citations without original commentary does not enhance the quality of the review. Striking the right balance. Cited content versus original analysis. The 70-30 rule. A practical approach is the 70-30 rule, where approximately 70% of the literature review references existing research, and 30% reflects the researcher's own analysis, critique, and synthesis. This balance ensures that while previous studies are adequately covered, the researcher's voice remains prominent. B. Prioritize key sources. Instead of citing every available study, focus on key, high-quality sources that are most relevant to the research questions. Key sources include seminal works, recent studies that highlight gaps, and research that offers critical theoretical perspectives. C. Integrate rather than list sources. Rather than presenting studies one after another, synthesize findings by grouping them into themes or trends. Discuss how these studies relate to one another and to your research. Example: over-citation. Smith, 2020, found that online learning improves engagement. Johnson, 2019, also noted similar results. Lee, 2021, argued that digital tools enhance participation. Brown, 2020, highlighted the same benefits. Example: balanced citation. Several studies have emphasized the positive impact of online learning on student engagement. Smith, 2020, and Johnson, 2019, highlighted the role of interactive digital platforms, while Lee, 2021, and Brown, 2020, further discussed how these tools foster participation. However, these studies often overlook the challenges faced by students, With limited digital literacy, a gap this research aims to address. 4. Techniques to avoid over-citation. Synthesize multiple sources in a single sentence. When studies reach similar conclusions, summarize them collectively, instead of citing each separately. Example: research consistently shows that digital learning environments improve student engagement. Smith 2020, Johnson 2019, Lee 2021, Brown 2020. B. Discuss the significance of the source. After presenting a citation, explain its relevance. How does it contribute to the understanding of the topic? What are its strengths and limitations? C. Provide original commentary. Example: research consistently shows that digital learning environments improve student engagement. Smith 2020, Johnson 2019, Lee 2021, Brown 2020. B. Discuss the significance of the source. After presenting a citation, explain its relevance. How does it contribute to the understanding of the topic? What are its strengths and limitations? Provide original commentary. Ensure that each section of the literature review contains original insights. For every citation, include commentary that links the cited work to the current research focus. Example: while Smith 2020 emphasizes the importance of student engagement in digital learning, this study extends the discussion by exploring how engagement levels vary across socioeconomic backgrounds. D. Use direct quotes. Sparingly excessive quoting can contribute to over-citation. Use direct quotes only when the original phrasing is particularly impactful or precise. Otherwise, paraphrase the ideas and provide appropriate citations. Critical analysis over summary. The literature review should not simply summarize previous studies. Instead, it should critically analyze them by identifying contradictions, discuss differences in findings, and explain possible reasons. Highlighting gaps. Point out areas where research is lacking. Relating to research questions. Explain how cited works connect to the study's objectives. Example of critical analysis. While Smith 2020 and Johnson 2019 argue that online platforms improve engagement, Brown 2020 presents a contrasting perspective, highlighting the disengagement experienced by students lacking digital literacy. This contradiction suggests that while digital tools have potential, their effectiveness depends on user competence, a factor this study will examine in detail. Evaluating relevance and quality of citations. Relevance to research questions. Before including a citation, ask, does this source directly support my research objectives? Is it related to the key variables or themes? Does it help identify gaps in the literature? B. Recency and credibility. Use recent studies, preferably from the last 5 years, unless citing seminal works. Prioritize peer-reviewed journals, books by reputable publishers, and credible institutional reports. Leveraging thematic and chronological approaches. Thematic organization. Group studies based on themes, theories, or variables. For example, in a study on online education, themes may include student engagement, teacher-student interaction, and digital literacy. This approach allows for collective discussion of multiple sources under each theme, reducing the temptation to oversight individual studies. B. Chronological approach. Present studies in the order of publication when showing historical development or trends. Grouping studies chronologically avoids repetition and provides a logical flow, which can reduce redundant citations. Conclusion. Avoiding over-citation in Chapter 2 of a thesis is essential for maintaining clarity, originality, and critical depth. A well-balanced literature review should prioritize quality over quantity by citing only relevant and credible sources. Integrate multiple sources through synthesis rather than listing them individually. Include original commentary that demonstrates the researcher's ability to critically analyze and contextualize existing literature. Use citations strategically, ensuring each reference adds value to the discussion. By following these guidelines, researchers can create a literature review that not only showcases existing knowledge, but also highlights their own analytical skills, setting a strong foundation for the rest of the thesis. If you like this kind of content, click subscribe to be updated on the next video. Thank you for watching.